Yeah.
All that black rocks.
I whip my
Yeah.
titties back and forth. I whip my titties back and forth. I whip my titties back and forth.
And we're
That's
live.
exactly how we open the show. Thank you, Lumi. Woo! We're live, everybody. Live on my channel. I was sitting there watching the thing. I'm like, she's still going. This is definitely going to be on. Definitely going to be on the stream. So, woo!
It cut right from, and that's how we start the show. We didn't get the fun intro.
What?
Oh. Ha
Oh, that's some bullshit.
I was watching and hoping.
Thanasis. What's up, Thanasis? Scott Shooks here. Kristen. Red Wagon. What's up, Ryan? R. Willoughby. What's going on, R. Willoughby? Kristen. Brandy Pierce. Kenny B. What's up, Kenny B? Lewis Knight's here. What's up, Lewis? Forrest. Hi, Forrest. Jennifer Winstead. What's up, Winstead? How you doing, girl? If you're up, you can come on the show. She's going to be like, no, I'm going to bed fresh 03. Okay, I understand, Winstead. You are over on the East Coast. Luke, the Australian mod father. He's the Australian version of Addy Tooney is what I've been told. There is only one Addy Tooney, but there could be a version running around on the other half of the world with a kangaroo pouch. That'd be pretty awesome. Friction! What's up, Friction? How you doing, Yeats? Lady Love's here. What's up, Lady Love? Mad Daddy. I'm assuming that's Mad Daddy Hoffman. What's up, Mad Daddy? Hello, Vega Viper. Good seeing you, my friend. Natalie! It has been a little while since we were able to get you. But it's good seeing you, Natalie. Unleashed. What's up, Unleashed? Troy. How you doing, Troy? Anybody else out there looking for shout outs? Graham Digital Drops, of course, is. What up, Graham?
Hey, how do I report? Nope, block account. There we go.
Found it?
Found it!
Somebody's getting banned.
Shit, Lumi's dropping ban hammers right out the gate. Birthday bitches, no cares.
That's right. Just swinging for the fences on everybody's ass.
No, it wasn't on your channel. Don't worry.
Cherokee. How you doing, Cherokee? Robert Potts. How you doing, Robert? Can't stream from bed? Sure you could.
I mean,
it's a little creepy sometimes, depending on the situation. Like, if you're in lingerie, it's a little bit better, but if you're, like, in a nightgown that's like a granny nightgown.
She's got like I picture her with like a ripped up White Snake t-shirt. How do you guys picture Winstead in bed?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like just a little bit too big, like the hair all thrown to one side, like intentionally.
Yeah.
But like looking over the wrong shoulder.
That's how she streams, like looking back at us.
Yeah, like instead of looking like seductively over one shoulder, she's looking at you like awkwardly over the other one just to make it weird.
Okay, I can see it.
Can't have it too perfect. It's Winstead, just close, but got to keep you on your toes.
I could never.
Do sleep in a t-shirt. Nailed it. Nailed it.
I was trying to sleep. Well, I've been trying to sleep in a dress, and it's not been working out so well.
Sleeping in a why are you trying to sleep in a dress?
Well, it's one of those dresses that's all scrunchy down the side, and it ends right after your butt.
Okay,
like
what?
a long t-shirt.
I was expecting my sister to possibly pop by for my birthday, so I wanted to make sure I was wearing clothes.
Well, it's your birthday. You can be in your birthday suit on your birthday.
Exactly. It's your birthday suit.
Right?
Be in your birthday suit on your birthday, Lumi.
Yeah, any day of the evening. That's the one.
Oh my god, I need to get like a tasseled birthday suit, like a little clip-on tie with some black shiny tassels with little silver streamers coming out of it, and then a little cut-out leather thong that's got just the outlining of the thong and not the actual cloth that covers. Yep.
So it's like a leather thong, but it's got like a mesh part for where you can like see your butt cheeks, like your ass crack through it.
I was talking about the vajayjay lips being cut out pretty much.
Oh, the vajayjay lips are cut out. Oh, okay.
Abstract thong, like it's the outline, but the material of the thong itself is absent. So it's like, instead of hiding everything, it just hides the borders, and you can see everything.
I mean, I hate to break this up, but tell your sister to bring your fucking bike back.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what's happening.
Like, happy birthday to me. Give me my bike.
Right?
Then she's gonna start riding into town. Whee!
How it
Well,
starts.
after I have to do a lot of repair because
Then
it's been
you're
out in the
strong.
weather for several years now. So
Oh, it's been outside?
I probably have dry rot on the tires, so I'm probably gonna need to replace the tires. Probably gonna have to do some.
Probably
heavily
replace the
Lebanon
seat.
chain.
Probably
Shit,
replace
you
the
better
seat. You might have to replace the chain.
Better
It
off
depends
buying a
on-
new bike.
It depends on how fused up the chain is. You can get a chain for like $20. It's not that bad.
The
For-
bike
for what
itself
she's
was
doing.
like 120 from Walmart though, so
Yeah, you might want to just throw it away. I know. Yeah, but if it's been exposed to the elements for that long, there's probably a bunch of stuff wrong. Like I bring my bikes inside.
I used to keep that one inside too. But when she lost everything to the hurricanes in Florida, I was like, I don't have much to give, but I'm more than happy to help you out with whatever I could. So I gave her a lot of the stuff that I had. And the bike, I was like, this is on loan so you can get around. I was like, this is my bike.
What's up, Tam?
Damn, fam.
It's true. That's true, Ryan. That's true. She probably could get it. I mean, the Walmart $100 bikes aren't great. They're not terrible anymore, but
Yeah, but she's also not going to be using it for like a daily commute either.
true.
She's not going to be putting the fresh miles on that bike.
That's true.
I remember back in the day when I used to have my Element, I think it was the Element skater shoes, and you'd have those BMX bikes with no brakes on them, and you'd fucking give it the heel to the back tire to skid out and stop, and how quickly you'd go through your shoes doing that, the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could handle a BMX bike anymore. I'm a little tall now.
Need some brakes, Lumi.
Why do you need brakes when you got your heel?
You're not as young as your heel using days were.
Yeah, you don't bounce so good no more.
Yeah. That, and I've seen you cut your finger on toilet paper, so you need brakes.
What did
Jesse!
I cut it on? I cut it on
Jesse!
something recently. I don't remember what it was, but it was stupid.
Plastic
Jesse.
wrapper that's opening.
You guys are gonna. Hi, Jesse.
Dicker!
Jesse.
And there's-
Dicker
Who
doesn't
the
deserve
fuck
the
is that
hey,
guy?
Jesse. The
What's
motherfucker
up,
doesn't
Jeff?
hang out anymore.
I think I told you guys Jesse sent a bag of dicks to Grim Green.
About
Yes.
damn time.
We were so
Never
proud of
sent
him.
me
We told you
my
to do
bag.
that years ago, by the way, Jesse. Years ago.
Where's my bag of dicks? Where the fuck have you been? Why don't you come hang out anymore, ho?
Wow.
It's her birthday. She'll talk to you how she pleases.
He used
Mhm.
to be like one of my best friends in crime. We used to watch our Netflix shows at the same time. If I got ahead of him, he'd be like, all right, stop it, and we'd pause it and we'd count to 3 and start it at the same time. I could not be
Okay.
ahead of him. I couldn't be behind him. Like, we had a bond, and he just up and left.
Too cool for school now.
Some people sometimes just need a reset, Lumi.
Says Moreau. Says, what's your
Wow.
what your language?
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't even
English.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
Lumi's going to be sleeping tomorrow, so we should just sing her happy birthday right now.
Oh, we'll get there, Addie Tooney.
Okay.
We'll get there, Tooney. Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
My love! My love!
Yeah, how fast you throw Jesse to the curb. Ren's in here. Hi, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
Hey,
My love! How you doing,
Oh.
my lady?
being very red. I don't dig it.
I dig it. You could be whatever color you want to be. my love.
Exactly.
You come in here green, Ren Vapes.
Purple is ideal, but we'll stick with red. Red
Oh,
is
man. That Ian Thomas mix. I just retried it. Yeah.
Bam,
Talking about
bam.
my face, Jen.
So it is Lumi's birthday tomorrow. Lumi will be in bed the majority of her birthday, sleeping it in, and then hopefully getting some birthday booty from Mr. Lumi. He better. That's right. Lumi's going to redefine pegging, by the way, everybody. If anybody's aware of what that is, that's what Lumi's
right,
going to do. That's
I'm
her.
a
That's her
boomer.
present to herself.
I'm a boomer, Fresh. You might have to explain that a little.
Oh,
I don't think you want that, sir.
Oh, let's see if we can get
Think
Google
Legos.
to do it.
Think Legos. There's a
Wait.
plug, and there's a
Wait.
socket.
Wait, hold on. I want to see if I can get Google to do it. Hey, Google, what is pegging? Urban Dictionary.
please define it.
Oh. Hey,
What?
Google, what is pegging?
Ren's like, what the fuck I walk into here?
I know what I'm getting into.
Hey, Google, can you tell me what pegging is?
Hey, he's that battery guy.
Nope.
Nope.
She's not having it.
She's not. She's not going to define it for you.
I'll go look it up.
Okay, Toonie. Remember to clear your cookies and your browser
probably-
and your browser history.
Oh, there are some interesting photos here.
There will be some interesting photos if you look that up.
All right, we ready? I got the pop filter on their mic. We're good. Pegging is a sexual practice in which a woman performs anal sex on a man by penetrating his anus with a strap-on dildo. This practice may also involve stimulating the male genitalia.
There you go.
Wow.
Jans ain't the boss no more.
I
That's
never
right.
saw porn on Wikipedia before.
Oh, Wikipedia's got it all, Addy Tooney. Wikipedia's
Wow.
got it all. If you go looking, they will find a way.
Hey, I got a fancy shirt on.
Oh, that is sick. Where did that come from?
Nikki B.
Nikki B, son of a gun. Look at that shirt.
It doesn't have the kitty on it. I thought I had the kitty on it someplace. I guess not.
Still pretty awesome.
My
Yeah.
penis is pretty awesome.
It's gonna be in Mr. Lumi's butt tomorrow. That's how she's gonna wake him up.
Actually-
Put the pop filter right over his ear. Happy birthday to me. That's it. What?
Especially if he doesn't try to get D&D pushed back, he's really gonna get it.
Hmm. That's right, Mr. Spork. You did get here just in time for happy birthday Lumi pegging. Is Slippery Zippy here? I didn't see her. Oh.
So another DC vape rally
Yep, May 4th?
right before the PMTA, but like a week before. 7,
Yeah,
8
but
days
May
before.
4th, right?
Second.
May 2nd, okay. Well, I don't know that we can make a difference, quite frankly. Should we have an honest conversation about it?
I think we should.
No,
We're too close to be wearing kitty gloves at this point, in my opinion, anyway.
we're too close to my birthday to be going down this road. We can't be going down. We need to go uphill. Let's talk about all the pleasant things.
I mean, going up is only if you're dating somebody tall.
I am tall, so let's go up.
Yeah. Nice, Ryan. Yeah, May 2nd, I don't know that I can make that after Iceland. I don't know that they would let me go again that quickly. But, yeah, I mean... That regulation's been set in stone. I'm sorry, Lumi. I'm sorry, I know it's close to your birthday. That regulation's been set in stone. The only way we get around it is if if Trump gets what he wants and creates a completely separate agency and takes tobacco away from the FDA. That's it. That FDA.
Too bad we don't already have a department that has like tobacco in their name. That's
I know, right?
You would think that would be something that a department like that would be in control of.
Yeah, but I heard they like to party with guns.
I mean,
and hookers.
It's
And
the
hookers.
Michael Bay department. They like their explosions, so I get it. Keep the cigarettes away while they're playing with booms.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean that regulation's been set in stone. The PMTA process is what it is. The FDA thinks they've done enough for vaping. I mean that's it. I mean showing up on the White House lawn again. I don't know that it will make it. I don't know that it will have an effect. I mean, Donald Trump already put forth what he wants to do. Like separate it away from the FDA, which the FDA should never have had the authority. Never had the authority. So, there you go. Big gulps for everybody. I agree. There's some happy news for Lumi's birthday week. Let's get on that. So our good friend, yep, there he is, Mike Bloomberg. Good to see you, man. So sad that you dropped out. So sad that you got popped out of the race. He won American Samoa, right?
Yes, just American Samoa.
Yeah. So he got one delegate out of Super Tuesday, and had zero way to win into the election. Currently, it is between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. If I had to pick one of those two, neither. Both have come out against vaping at this point. So neither of them will be someone that I would vote for, unless they, I don't know, unless they completely reverse their stance.
Well, and the wonderful bonus thing about that is that no matter which way the election falls, quite literally, any of the three options we still have on the table right now, including old Cheeto Fingers, will make them the oldest president in American history when being inaugurated or re-inaugurated.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
They are literally the three oldest presidential candidates the United States has ever had.
So
That's sad.
I mean,
Nothing has changed like more old white guys.
I mean, if I had to pick any of the three, I mean, it's going to be Cheeto Fingers, because he's come out and he said, I want to get tobacco out of the hands of the FDA. He doesn't really support vaping, but he's not really against it either. He's more, I don't want to deal with this, so
Yeah.
I'm going to create someone to deal with it so I don't have to hear about this ever again. There you go, Lightbearer.
Much as I do like Bernie, I have to say that the more I think about it, the more I would almost prefer Biden, just because at the rate that he's going, we could tell him he signed a bill separating from vaping from tobacco, and he wouldn't remember that he didn't, and then he would give a speech talking about how his wife helped him write the legislation up for it, and we might be able to just push shit right on through with old Sleepy Joe.
That's true. Sleepy Joe Biden does forget everything.
Yeah, tobacco and vaping should be, well, you know the thing.
You know the thing. That's right. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. Thank you, Mr. Biden. Anyway, that's enough politics. Lumi's wrapping herself up. She's put kitty ears on. Lumi, what do you want to mix tonight?
Your mom?
You want to mix my mom?
What if I just want shenanigans?
You just want to chat?
I just want shenanigans.
You want shenanigan chats?
I just want shenanigans.
Okay, give us a topic to start. We'll get going on shenanigans.
Where's the
God.
weirdest place you guys have had sex?
My mom
Oh,
watches this show.
Eddie Tooney just say phone booth?
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie Tooney's done it in the phone booth.
Winstead says trampoline. Trampoline would be fun. Was that you on that video, Winstead? I've seen that video.
We should get Max.
Good
Savage.
job. Good job, by the way, getting some elevation.
Get in here, Max Savage. We need to know your weirdest place of sexual intercourse.
Oh.
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
That's a pretty good one.
That is a very good one.
Bryn, where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
I don't know if it's all that weird, but my grandparents' pool table.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
Was anyone playing while you were doing it? Were they like shooting around you?
No, they were sleeping.
Oh.
Oh, the grandparents were sleeping? Oh.
I'm doing in front of them.
It's all in his side pocket.
Saying it'd be cooler if they were playing snooker while you were getting snookered.
All right, we're saving Larry's for last because this was absolutely astonishing when I asked him. Meter, where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
Probably on the top tower, right in front of like the big tunnel slides in the middle of a city park, and it's like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. I can dig that.
I have no shame.
Fresh?
Sorry, Mom.
Mom, mute this.
Mom, plug your ears to this number. La 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 la.
Mom, mute your ears. Well, there was an elementary school basketball court. One of my girlfriend's like baby brother's bed, and then the one that I really remember because his parents were such assholes. My friend Brett, his parents were just such strict assholes. So they had left town for the weekend, and I went and had sex on their bed just because fuck them. That's why. And that one's the one that's right in my heart. That's the one that's right in my heart because my friend Brett got in trouble for it. And he was always diming me out for shit. So, Brett, that one was for you, buddy. I think that was the last time he ever talked to me. Because I got him. It was bad. That was a bad one. Yes, SGM. He was fantastic. He had big old dick sucking lips. Slap him in the back of the head and stick him to a window.
All right, Larry.
What?
Let's go. Come on. Where's the weirdest place?
You wouldn't let you get away with this, Larry.
Where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
You knew you were sorry when you told her. Now you know why.
I know. Well, since you already know, who cares?
It's my birthday and I get to do whatever I want, motherfucker. Where's the weirdest place you had sex?
Tennis court.
That's a good one. The more I thought about it, the more Larry talked about it, I was like, that's a really good one. Why haven't I done that?
Right?
Where was it? I didn't hear him.
Tennis court.
Oh. Was there rackets involved?
Right?
No, but the net was.
That's how you get to 40 love.
That's a foul.
Right? Ace,
Brett did have a bed that I could have used, but fuck Brett. That's the moral of the story.
Lumi, strangest place you've ever had sex.
What?
You heard me.
Come on, birthday girl. You want to open up the gates for Shenanigans?
Right?
Initiate this and
You can't just stand there by the gate. You gotta get in the water too.
The most memorable one, and it's because
So there's more than one.
you gotta experiment in all of the places, but the most memorable one was I may or may not have just broken up with my ex-boyfriend for being a dick, and by that I mean he was kind of abusive, but broke his little heart. And then a couple months later I decided I was going to have sex on the side of a waterfall. My ex-boyfriend drove by.
Did you wave?
I kind of did a duck and roll. It's just like, oh! But I'm pretty sure he saw me because it was interesting. It was interesting.
Should have waved. Waterfall's kind of pedestrian, though. I mean, that's like
I liked
you're out hiking.
I liked the outdoors. Well, this waterfall was right next to the main road.
Ah, so
A little exhibitionism.
There was no adventuring on this. There was other waterfalls, but this one was right next to a public road.
yeah.
But I was a very outdoorsy kind of person, so like tree forts, cool trees.
Having sex in a tree. See, now if you had started with I had sex in a tree once, all of us would have been like just completely enraptured with the story. You start with the waterfall and we're all like, it's people have sex in waterfalls all the time.
But it was a public road, and it wasn't in it. It was on the side. It was a nice little rock that was on the side of the water.
See, now it's just not as cool. You got the points for the road being there, but then it was on the side of the waterfall?
Yeah, it was cold.
Nice. That's right. A nice little rock. Where are we going now? I'm intrigued by Tooney's phone booth, but I'm not sure he'll share any more than that.
Oh, let's go
Booths
to.
are really dirty too.
I had this girlfriend. She was a handful, and I mean she was a lot of fun. But oh my god,
The crazy ones usually are.
oh, she was bad crap crazy. But she was a banquet waitress, and she worked in this old hotel, and they had the old style phone booth with the folding doors, but it was all wood with a tiny little window on the top. Yeah, so it was pretty discreet.
Still, that's fun.
It was fun.
Where are we going next, Lumi? Where does the shenanigan journey take us from here, or did you think that far ahead?
No, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I just.
I was gonna say that's giving a lot of credit, Fresh.
All right, here we go. Max Savage, you get the next topic.
Oh, and you should join us because you know exactly which room we're in. I guess while we wait for him, we could show off the new skulls.
Yeah, show off your new skulls, Lumi.
Let's get the paper out. Oh, this is white paper and a white skull.
No, it still popped out.
Yeah, pearlescent white skull. That's nice,
Yeah,
Lumi.
nice. Oh yeah, the opening is big.
Then we got a blue one. It's supposed to be a clear one with swirls, but because of the fact it's a textured mold, you can't really polish it too well to see too many of the swirls.
Still, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like it.
So if you look down from here, you can see the swirls.
Oh, and there's glitters in there.
Yeah, that's neat, Lumi. I like that. I like both of them.
Look through it, Lumi. Let's see what your eye looks like behind it.
Right? Add some on it.
I give Max the option, and he goes all quiet.
It's like, shh, I'm out of here.
I was just putting in an appearance, pretending I support Fresh 03. It's not true at all. He supports me with all his heart. We was chatting earlier. We know what we're doing tomorrow.
What are we doing?
60s and 70s rock
Damn.
Oh,
for mixing tomorrow. He's got a really good idea, and I came up with a really good idea. Let's see here. Let's have friction. Friction. What's the next topic?
yeah, you guys ask us all kinds of random questions. Go for it. Do it.
It
I'm
would
up
be
for this.
it would be cool to meet up for a vape holiday.
Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have just played Drawful.
That's what you want to do for your birthday show? You want to play Drawful?
We should have.
I thought you hated that game.
I love that game.
Oh.
Jeannie says, "Hi, Addie."
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Church.
Light Bear wants to play Never Have I Ever.
What's never have I ever?
You say Never Have I Ever, and you say something you've never done, and everybody that has done it has to put their finger on their nose
Or drink.
or drink.
Real good as a drinking game, especially.
It
if
is
you
a
got
really
fucked
good
up.
as a drinking game.
What's that thumping noise?
It doesn't matter if you're boring, Friction, and you're asking us questions. You don't have to be lively at all.
Well, I fucked this one up. Maybe I guess we should have mixed.
Oh, I got so many mixes.
Or Church says only a drinking game. Is that cops after you, Socrates? Like you're running the streets right now? Like you're running through the streets with them trying to get it?
Like
Friction wants to
popsicle.
know how old you were when you lost your virginity. Lumi went silent.
I was a whore.
He's a whore. Tooney's out of frame.
Yeah, no comment.
Nobody's at what? Mom, just tune out of this show completely.
Love you, Mom.
Just go away and don't come back, Mom. Winstead can't remember the right answer. Do the math.
Right? I'm trying to think it through. Trying to.
I think I'm liking this pumpkin strawberry cheesecake just the way it is, fresh.
It came around pretty nicely. Oh, there you go. Graham, see, we'll just ask Graham for topics every time. Are we skipping the virginity one? Does everybody want to keep that one personal?
I don't care. I was 12.
You were 12? 15?
Of course, she was 15, 16.
Way to go,
Damn,
meter.
Mrs. Robinson, cuckoo choo.
Yeah, I've never been into chicks my age. I've always liked older gals.
Anyway, craziest thing you've used is lube.
That's a good one.
VG. There you go, Tooney. Friction was a late bloomer. He was 17. Light Bear, I see a lot of 14s, 13s. It's about the right time. No, it's not. But it happens a lot.
Yeah, 14 going on 15.
I was old, so
Nothing
not
wrong with
many
that.
sluts out there.
I was a whore.
Spork Leafy says he used WD-40 as lube.
What?
He did not.
That's horrible, Gizzard Stew.
That's toxic.
Michelle Hughes is still a virgin. I don't believe that for a second either, Michelle Hughes.
Can't write them sexy novels without having a little bit of experience.
Into them
And she's
dominate-
married,
That's not
and,
true.
and she's married, and she has kids. So unless she's immaculate,
I
don't
feel like
believe
the
you
people
for a
that write the best novels are the ones that haven't had any because they just have to think about it.
See, I don't think that's true at all. I think you have to have at least a little bit of experience. Otherwise,
Like the
otherwise
romance
things
novel
are,
stuff?
huh?
For romance novel stuff, I don't think so.
For maybe romance novel stuff, probably not. But
Like 50 Shades of Grey, yeah, probably, but like.
ugh.
uh,
80 PG to 20 VG is the right combo for lube. Good to know, Graham. I mean, trying to think like olive oil. That's not all that weird. I don't know. I don't think I
Yeah,
like what answer were you looking for there, Graham? Like
That's you.
just
Thank you.
there's Max. Now Max is back. Max, where's our topic, man? His favorite lube is 50 milligram Nick salt though. Maximum savagery. He also likes to mix a little bit of icy hot in there just for a little bit of tingle. Shane Porowski wants us to know that butter is the best lube.
The hot and cold lube is really weird. I don't like the hot and cold lube.
Is that the his and hers?
I don't remember. It might have been.
See, now
Yeah,
that sounds fun, Happy Hippie.
That's the one that came in like a pink bottle and a blue bottle. It was
So-
really messy.
So I'm gonna put this out here. Everybody out there, think of a topic, and you never know when it's gonna be your turn to get called. And we'll just call on people randomly. We'll go around the room and everybody gets to call on somebody different.
Jennifer Winstead.
Instead, she wants a shenanigans topic.
Where's Pippa? Pippa's good at those things.
Pippa is really good at shenanigans topic. Tabasco sauce, I don't believe you, Joel Oliver. That's just painful. Chevy Man says fuck lube.
He's just like,
Just spitting. He's a spitter. Chevy Man's a spitter.
Jennifer Winstead knows what's the worst thing you got busted for in school.
It's worse. I was pretty good in school. I mean, there was times that I didn't do my homework and for like months. But that's because it was boring. And I already knew all the answers, so I would test really well. So the homework didn't matter all that much. I'd still get away with like B's and A's.
I had to write out, I will not eat my friend's homework at the principal's office.
I was smart enough to not get caught doing dumb shit at a school.
I told the story about smoking outside the gym, and the gym teacher drove by, and I thought for sure I was busted. There was this one kid that was skinnier than me, and he tried to pick a fight with me, so I grabbed him by his neck and threw him on a locker, and I got busted for that. I had an in-school suspension for tossing a kid by his neck into a locker.
I've gotten caught doing a lot of weird things, but it's normally just watching myself frolicking about the school when I shouldn't be. Doing dances in the hallways. Like, I had a notorious fairy dance that I would do.
Notorious fairy dance.
I think you should do that for your birthday, Lumi.
I cracked my ankle doing it once.
Oh, don't do that.
There's a lot of high knees in the fairy dance.
I was lucky. My dad was good friends with the vice principal, and I worked on all the teachers' cars in auto shop, so I never really got in trouble.
Yeah, I remember the better one was my friend and I, we were really smart and we didn't agree that we should have been in this class, so we really didn't do our homework, but we would ace all of the tests and we would always be able to pull out the answers when the teacher thought we weren't paying attention, because we'd always be leaning up against the back wall having like T-Rex fights.
Oh my God.
But one day we were getting our homework checked and we were both in trouble for not doing it, and she was about to get on the detention strike. So as the teacher was coming around, before they could notice that it wasn't done, they probably knew it wasn't done, I snatched it up, crinkled it up, and put it in my mouth and just started chewing on it and spit it out on the table.
You were a freaking rebel, Lumi. See, now nowadays you get kicked right out of school for that stuff.
It was on my own. It was the table, but it was still on partial of my binder. It wasn't too disrespectful.
I mean, our senior prank was we broke into the school and changed every combination on every locker because they had the built-in locks on them.
Yeah.
So we just changed them all, including our own.
So they could tell who was in on it by the people that actually were able to get in their lockers.
Yeah. I just had it set up that there was 9 of us, and our school was 4 floors, so we divided up the floors. So we knew the other guys. So we just moved all of our stuff and just play it off like we got into it by like dumb luck.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Kenny B only had 8 people in his class. Were you out in Montana? You had to have been out in Montana somewhere. All right, so let's see here. Toonie, pick somebody from the crowd to give us a shenanigan.
Max. Ricky G let goats loose in his school. Jeannie Sims, how did you guys start smoking?
Boy Scouts.
Yeah, same here.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The older cooler Boy Scouts were hanging out, smoking. And they gave us Swisher Sweets. We hung out and we puffed on Swisher Sweets like it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it was junior high school. I forgot who got me smoking. I don't know. Early 70s, everybody smoked anyway.
I always hung out with people that were way older than me because I was too weird for my class. Like, my class all thought I was really weird, so I was always friends with people that were like 3 years older than me. I just got along with them better. So
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I was fighting with professional fighters on Instagram.
it was more of me just hanging out with the older crowd, and they would always get me cigarettes or liquor.
Let's see.
Hear from Mary Beth in a while?
Yes, I heard from her. She should be there tomorrow.
Good.
Addie Tooney, how did you start smoking?
I was just trying to think. I know it was junior high. I think it's this kid that used to come around the gas station that we kind of adopted as my brother. Yeah, because he was in a family of 8 kids, and the dad left, so he quit school and he was doing odd jobs to try to help support his family. But he smoked, and I think he got me smoking.
Mater.
I was in 4th grade, and probably not a big surprise if anyone knows how fucked up I actually am. Grew up in a household with an alcoholic father as far back as I can remember, and one of the kids down the road also had an alcoholic father, but he was just a solo parent. It was just dad and the son. So his dad and my dad used to go to the bar all the fucking time, like literally every day. When the two of them would get off work, they would meet up like best buddies and trot off to the bar to go have their fun. And so us kids were pretty much free range. And his dad smoked unfiltered Lucky Strikes and kept a box of cartons of them just laying out on his kitchen counter, and was always too drunk to keep track of them. So when we discovered that they just got stored on the counter out there, of course, we had to be the cool kids and grab a pack and then go smoke in front of our friends. And next thing you know, we literally have an untapped source of free cigarettes that he can't account for. So it was all downhill from there.
Bryn.
When I started smoking,
Yeah.
like regularly, or when I first tried it.
Let's
I
hear
first
both.
tried it when I was 13, and my dad caught me not much longer after in front of all my friends.
Oh, I remember this story.
Yeah, I do remember that story.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't full out quit. I still like would sneak stuff here and there, but like regularly, I was 18. I was actually legal.
It was in the park, right?
Yeah, I had an older friend back then. I tended to have those when I was younger, and she wasn't the greatest influence on me. She was a good person, but she's just a person that grew up kind of in a rough area, so she kind of was changed by her environment. But yeah, she smoked, Newports, of course, and we were all just chilling, and she never pressured me to smoke. She would just ask, every now and then, if I wanted to try it. She never pushed it on me, so it wasn't really her fault. But yeah, I was just chilling, smoking, whatever, and then I hear her drop it. and like my my whole body just froze. And then he's like, "You get in a car." And then he looked at my friend and he's like, "You stay the fuck away from my house." And then there was the awkward drive home, and it was not fun.
Well, I would not want to see your dad mad.
He's a big dude. I bet he could be intimidating if he got mad.
For sure. And back then he was kind of an asshole. Oh. He's definitely a lot more mellow now.
Rin put a bunch of questions in here.
I did see that.
Start from the top.
What's
right,
the first thing you'd do if you woke up one day and you were the opposite sex? Larry.
How'd I get roped into this first?
Because we want to get to know you a little bit better. We need to get inside that little twisted mind.
Wait, twisted? Who told you this?
I could just gather it. You having sex on a tennis court, using the net to wrangle up your women. A tennis bandit.
You're having way too much fun with this, aren't you?
Bouncing rackets off people's bums when they're tied up and they can't do anything about it. Let's go, Larry.
I have no idea. I never thought about it.
Exactly, that's the point of it.
I think everyone knows. Like, I would jack off.
Yeah,
For
you got to rub one out. You got to figure out what it's about.
Yeah, it's supposed to be different than like a woman, because like the whole thing is like a G spot or a clitoris. So I definitely whack it.
There we go.
Gotta whack that shit.
Make these with Rin. You gotta whack it. Gotta figure it out. Figure out.
I feel like I would probably play with their boobs. I feel like that's what they would do.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's like right there.
Oh no, I'm rubbing one out. I'm rubbing one out. I gotta figure out what's going on with the vagina.
It takes longer though.
What if you chew
It
on
doesn't
your
matter.
nipple?
I can be a patient person, Rin.
What if you want to chew on your nipple while you're rubbing one out? Like you for
Well,
science.
see that the first this is the first thing you would do. Like you can get into the nipple play later, but you gotta figure out the clitoris. You gotta figure out where the G spots are. You got to explore.
See, it's weird because I'm pretty sure I would just be hypnotized by the ball sack, and I would start off playing with my balls, just looking at all the flops in it, like seeing how curved they were, seeing how low they hung, and then I'd have to go take a cold shower and then a hot shower to see like the experimentation of saggy balls versus puckered up balls. Like, I would have a lot of fun with balls before I got into whacking it.
I mean, I'd have to see what fits in there, you know?
Hopefully not that VG bottle.
Turn a katana.
Oh Jesus!
You're gonna kill yourself the first day as a woman.
Addie Tooney never claimed to be a smart man, Rin.
Okay.
We still haven't gotten an answer out of Larry.
Right?
How'd you get yourself into this, Meter?
Because I know Lumi.
Hi.
Hi, Blue.
You guys are going so basic with it.
I mean, you could come up with the questions.
No, I'm just thinking the answers.
Oh.
Like Meter's going full hentai. I could see Meter.
Oh,
He's looking for the first octopus that's around.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a whole day. Like immediately wake up and then you don't know the difference whether it's a dream or real life. So you got to run down to Dollar Tree and buy one of those masquerade masks and some of that liquid rubber. And then you come back and you make a Chatterbait account and you get your chair all comfy and you get your mood lighting set up and then you make some fucking money exploring.
There you go.
Be at that giveaway with the doggies in the back, though.
Right? You just have the bells jiggling around and they run.
Hey, wait.
Meter, is that Anakin?
Neither confirm nor deny.
All right, Larry, go. Come on, don't be a party pooper.
It's Lumi's party. She'll party if she wants to, Larry.
Yeah, I know.
How did you guys talk me into coming on these shows? Fuckers?
Right? I thought this was a mixing show.
We're mixing up the questions.
Yeah, come on. Quit stalling. Let's go.
What?
Stop with the what. You know what. He does this all the time. Like, Larry, you know what. Stop stalling.
No, because half the time I tend to just tone out.
What would you do with your vagina or your boobs?
What would you put in your butt, Larry?
Well, he already has a
Damn
butt.
thing.
Would you, if you woke up as a female, would you instantly be like, I wonder what anal is like?
No.
No. Like, you got to ask yourself, Larry, what's it like getting stuff put in when normally you're the person putting things in? You got to be
This is just gonna
curious.
get a lot worse if you don't answer this question.
I know it is.
Like, we could answer for you.
That could get dark.
Exactly.
You got to play around and find out what works.
At least you answered. Max
You go to Adam and Eve?
Savage does bring up a valid point, though, Larry. Like, you've already got a butt. You can already put stuff in it.
Yeah, but it's going to feel different because the men have a different location for that receptor. Their P spot, I think is what it's called, the prostate.
The prostate? The prostate? The prostate. Got it.
That's when you get in trouble and it's on restriction.
So it would be different having anal as a man than it would be a female.
Suppose we'll move on. I know I've already answered the most embarrassing thing your parents have caught you doing. Like, everybody's parents catch them doing bad things. Like, that's always the most embarrassing thing.
I got caught smoking weed before school, and I was late for my bus, so I ran down, and I guess the waft hit my mom as I was running down, and as I'm hitting the bottom step, she hits the top step and is like, "What's that smell?" And I just kept cruising like I couldn't hear her. Hopped in the car because I was going to school for auto tech, so I just hopped in the little minivan and took off. By the time I got to school, I see this text message. Bad habits are easy to start, but even harder to quit. If you don't stop it, I will. And I was so scared, I instantly pulled out my phone and called my brother and was like, what do I do? He's like, that was stupid. He's like, why would you get caught doing that? That's just stupid. And I was like, well, I did get caught. Stop telling me how stupid it was. That was a scary message. Scary message.
Hi, Blue. You monstrous thing, you.
Yeah.
Her birthday is same as Lumi's.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Blue.
Happy
Or
birthday,
no.
Blue.
It's
Was
the
she,
9th.
is she 3
I get
now?
her tomorrow. She'll be 2.
She'll be 2? Okay, that's right. Because she's still got some growing to do.
Yep. Up between 4 and 5 potentially.
She says, I'm gonna be bigger than you, Mom. Bigger than you.
Kitty kiss.
Yeah.
All right, I've had enough, Mom.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I wish she did is cuddle. She's not a cuddler. She's so fluffy and soft, and you just want to like, yeah.
No. Not in front of my friends.
And she's shedding like crazy.
she's like, I'm over it. I'm over it. All right, come on. Keep it cruising. I got English skills.
Hey.
Well, probably no RINs because she got caught smoking cigarettes. I'm assuming that was the most embarrassing thing.
Well, I found out that my dad heard my vibrator, so that wasn't. That was probably more embarrassing. Because like I thought I was quiet, like I would turn my TV up or the fan on, like whatever. But no, apparently, I can still hear it. I'm like, oh, that's great.
That's pretty.
Keep it down.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. My friend like outed me. She was talking about it and something like that, and he's like, "Yeah, I hear it," and I'm like, "Oh God, why'd you have to say that?"
Because parents love it. Parents love it. Most embarrassing thing your parent. Anybody else have an embarrassing parent story?
Probably the most embarrassing thing my parents ever caught me doing was one of my sister's friends that lived down the road.
There you go.
Always there hanging out with my sister, and then one day my mom came walking into my room, and she was in my room. We were not wearing clothing or vertical.
Boy.
My mom walked in the door, went, "Oh!" turned around and walked right back out.
We'll be talking later.
Never got forgotten about. Anytime I thought I was doing good, it was, have any new guests in there lately?
Yeah, I remember my mom finding a bag of weed in my jeans.
Yeah.
I had a little talking to. He was like 13.
Mine was more of having to explain why a katana showed up in the mail.
Ninja Turtle training, Mom.
I'm doing karate in the garage. Jeez.
No, it was more of my Highlander phase.
Ah, there can be only one. Let's see here. If you could erase one experience or one past experience, what would it be?
Lumi finding out about the tennis court.
There you go. That was only a couple minutes ago there, Larry. Some deeper.
No, it's been longer than that. She's
Oh.
been sitting on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would erase anything because everything kind of got me here. Got me to
Right.
be who I am now. I don't know if
There
there's
was-
anything worth erasing.
Oh, I know one thing. Voting for George W.
Hmm.
What do you mean? That motherfucker can dodge a shoe like no one else.
That's true, but he also can dodge a competent sentence too, so not quite as good as our current Cheeto finger-in-chief, but fool me once,
Okay.
can get fooled again,
Eddie Murphy, miss me, bitch.
right?
Oh. I had a pretty rough childhood. So I would want to, but at the same time I wouldn't, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, as fucked up as it is, I learned more of what not to do than what to do growing up.
Yeah.
So I think I would probably keep everything the same because otherwise I could end up really fucked up. And that's saying something from where I'm at.
Damn, Graham.
I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like, man.
I would erase my first panic attack because I never had one previously, and ever since then it's been hell. So I feel like once you have one, it's just kind of like always there.
The only thing I would take back is kind of a downer because I was there at my grandma's bedside when she passed away, and I always regret not holding her hand.
I can understand that.
Yeah, understandable. I was one of my friends when I was in the army. She was doing some really, really stupid shit. I was a complete dick about it instead of being understanding and trying to talk to her about it. That I would probably change. Just because I was such a terrible person about the whole thing. Kind of got on a soapbox being holier than thou about shit, and it's not the way to handle things with your friends.
Sometimes you got to be that asshole to learn not to be that asshole, though.
True. I certainly learned that lesson.
That, and I can definitively say that despite being an absolute piece of shit for a good portion of my youth, one ironic silver lining is that I did hear years later from people that I knew when I was a true fucking dirtbag that I actually gave them the, I don't know, fucking image, I guess would be the right word, of what not to be as a friend. I showed people how to be a bad friend and help them become better people by being a piece of shit. So people learn in strange ways, and sometimes it's you being a fuck up that helps teach someone else.
Right? I still have, now that I think about it, I would actually erase something. I'm always taunted by picking on my older brother by telling him that my chapstick was a cure-all for sunburn and mosquito bites
yeah,
and not
mosquito
sharing it. I still feel like a huge piece of shit because he was so upset. He was probably being overdramatic in front of the mom because I was being a little turd.
Well, you know what you do, Lumi? You send him a couple tubes of chapstick and say, I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm still guilty.
Would have just handed him the chapstick back then. That would be the one thing I would change, is just give him the damn chapstick. Ooh! What's your biggest sexual fear? Burning my nipples on a coil again.
Got
That was
past that
sexual
one, didn't
for
you?
Purposely.
I don't ever want to burn my nipple. Ever again.
I mean, not like that.
I really don't know that I have sexual
I'm
fears.
thinking, like,
I mean,
that's not
I'm
really an
60
area
now,
for
so just going to be a matter of time before I need that Viagra's.
There you go.
Or breaking a hip. Ooh.
Toonie does come with the thunder. Mm-hmm.
Of course, the good thing now is that you're retired, so you've got time to build yourself a nice, proper structural swing. So
That's right.
He's been drawing plans. Gene's just like peeking down the
Right.
stairs. And you're like, this is my space, honey. This is my space now.
stack of blueprint tubes locked in a box that says "Adult Do Not Touch" in big Sharpie letters on it.
Like I don't know. I mean, like I've done a lot, and there's nothing that really scares me. It's just kind of what the other person's always into. You gotta be adaptable. You gotta adapt. So, yeah, I don't know that. Larry, what's your biggest sexual fear? Larry, that you can't get her untangled from the tennis net.
There we go.
Gave you an easy out. I gave him an easy out. Oh, there you go. Toonie said, Savage says, Addie's gonna break some hips, all right. She better look out. How about you?
Ooh.
What was yours, Lumi? What was your biggest sexual fear?
I already said burning my nipples.
Burning
again.
your nipple. Rin,
I don't
do
know
you have a sexual fear that you care to share?
I mean, like I always, I always like wanted to be tied up or like locked, like handcuffed, but like I'd be afraid that they would like just like leave. It's like, what would you do? You're all tied up.
That is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm kind of scared of that now too. Hold on.
You have to sit there and think back to like all the times you watched all those super shows or whatever, like with John Wick or something, where you have to break your wrist to get out of handcuffs. Like, can
Or
I break
someone
my
finds
ankle
you.
Hit
too?
your thumb.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your hand? It's a rough weekend. Oh, man, Rin giving me phobias. The heck. All right. What would you change? That kind of ties into the old one before. What would you change about your life if you could? I mean, I probably would have started going to school sooner instead of just being kind of a partying dirtbag in the army. That's about I think that's probably about the only thing I'd change. You know, I got a good place to live. I got my kitties. I got my friends. I'm in a
I
good
would
place in my
really-
life. I can go to Iceland once every couple of years if I feel like it.
I would change being sick so I can actually have a real job.
That's fair.
I'd like to have a real job and actually get out of my house and do stuff rather than being stuck inside all the time, going to doctors or feeling like crap.
I like Michelle Hughes' biggest regret. That she didn't get on the tour bus with Motley Crue with her girlfriends.
Ooh.
I mean, if you wanted to have tacos rubbed on your vagina, that's the way to go about it. Would have given up on music and become a doctor?
A meter.
There you go, meter. If you could change something, Toonie, what would you change?
Oh, that's what I said about my grandmother. That's about
Yeah.
the only thing. Like you say, I mean, the life got you here.
Yeah,
Good and bad
exactly.
that happened.
The good and the bad, yeah, I mean, you think back, you have regrets, but I mean, that's one of the things I learned being an alcoholic is you can't let your regrets rule your life. Like,
Yeah.
like that's, you sit there and dwell on shit and you're constantly in pain and always angry about shit and it doesn't help anything.
Right?
Like I could say I wish I had never joined the army. I could say I wish I'd just gone straight to college but then, you know, when things happened in like 9/11, what would I have done? So,
You know, and then, I mean, who knows? You weren't ready for college then, too. Maybe you would have dropped out. Who knows?
I probably would have partied my way out of college the first time around. Because I mean, honestly, I was probably in pretty rough shape even back then. Now that I think back about it, and I got clean for a while in the army, and then I was actually pretty good at my first duty station. But once I went to Korea, woo-wee doggy. Biggest celebrity crush. Lumi, who's your biggest celebrity crush?
Lead singer of Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
Benjamin Burley. Or is it Barley? Burley? I think it's Burley. Burley the third. I don't have very many male crushes. That is the one and only male crush that I have.
Larry, who's your celebrity crush?
Say Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler, good choice.
I'm gonna look up Liv Tyler now. I don't even know who that is.
Liv Tyler is amazingly gorgeous. It's Steven Tyler from Aerosmith's daughter.
Oh god, does she have the creepy wide mouth?
Oh, look her up, Lumi. It's not creepy at all.
She's pretty.
She's
Yeah.
She's a what in the God. She's an elf.
In
the big
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
you should have just said that. I recognize her now.
She was also in
I,
Armageddon.
And the Hulk.
She was actually awesome in the Hulk. How about you,
So-
Tooney?
Uma Thurman, Kill Bill.
Uma Thurman. Also a good choice.
And
Yep.
Poison Ivy. I mean,
If only Quentin Tarantino wasn't so creepy about her. Jessica Alba. Good choice, Happy Hippie. Ooh, I like Meter's choice. Eliza Dushku.
Douche-canoe?
He's just communicating in photos now.
He's just communicating in GIFs. Like he doesn't even have to be on the show anymore.
I can't have my audio live right now, so fResh doesn't get the video taken down.
Oh, okay. How about you, Rin? Who's your celebrity crush?
At the moment, or the longest one I've had? I thought you said biggest.
Biggest. Let's go biggest.
Well, I'll give two answers. So I think you already know the main one, just because of how long it was. But Randy Orton,
Randy Orton, RKO himself.
I don't know who that is either. I don't know who any of these
he's a wrestler.
You look up Randy. Randy Orton's like what every pro wrestler like strives to look like.
Yeah. And then at the moment, it's Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles. It's also a good choice.
I don't know who that is either.
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
She wants beans nuts.
Yeah.
Mine also appeared on Supernatural a couple of times. She's not a regular, but Felicia Day.
The mom?
No, Felicia
she?
Day's the redhead.
Charlie?
Yeah,
The lesbian?
yeah.
Interesting.
Felicia Day is one of the most amazing people on the planet. Like it's not just she's I've met her in person, and she's a very nice looking lady in person. But she just everything she's done, like she's always got charities going on. She creates things to promote things that people don't know about. Like she created Geek and Sundry on YouTube, and anybody who's been around for a while will have seen an episode of Tabletop, or there's magic shows. All these things. These are all the things that she likes and she created and she promotes. And she has a Twitch stream. She was one of the first major celebrities doing Twitch. But she's always giving away to charity, and she's just a really, really amazing person. And
She has a beautiful mind.
she does. So
Was on Buffy.
she was on Buffy. Yes, that's the first time I saw her, and I was like, oh, hello. Who are you? Cute little redhead running around in the back.
Having to look up all of these people.
You live under a rock.
Go watch some Felicia Day. You would love her, Lumi. You could have all sorts of girl crushes on Felicia Day.
The first thing that actually, like, this could be another subject. The first thing that actually got you into any kind of like a movie fandom. Like, I know mine started really late because I was babysitting at somebody's house and X-Men was on.
Ah.
And it was the one with Nightcrawler being introduced. I think that's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I went out and I had to buy all of them. And that's what got me into starting to actually watch movies.
Movie fandom. Like when I was a kid, I watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off all the time. Like all the time.
Shane, darling.
Yeah.
Right.
I still do that. I still do that to people. Like I almost Ferris Buellered when the weather's really nice. Like I almost Ferris Buellered. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "How could you expect to be inside on a day like this?"
Ben Steins.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Michelle's already on season 2 of Smallville. I told you you'd like it.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh, Michelle's husband's gonna hate you, Fresh. Get back
10
to writing that
seasons.
book, Michelle.
It's
I
10
know.
seasons.
I know what mine was now. See, mine was old enough that a lot of people probably won't even remember it. But I remember when I was younger, a movie called Ice Pirates.
Yes. Ice Pirates was
Pirates.
amazing.
Yeah. Like, Ice Pirates led me right down the fucking rabbit hole because then you get into Kull the Conqueror and then all the Conans and then it's fucking over.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Tim Burton's first Batman.
Ooh, very
I swear to God, I wore a Batman shirt every day during the entire year. The entire year.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
That's right.
I remember Batman Begins got me to really try to start training to be a ninja.
Batman Begins. Yeah, that was a good movie.
I was like, I really want to become in shape and a badass. I want to take Krav Maga, please.
I mean, for me, I it had to be Star Trek because I mean it was the '60s,
Mhm.
and there wasn't any sci-fi on TV. That was the only sci-fi on TV. You
And
know,
I
you
went-
had one movie on TV, and that was a Sunday night movie, and that was once a week, and TV wasn't like it is now.
I remember.
yeah.
I remember what my grandma had all 3 Christopher Reeve Supermans on tape, and I would anytime I would go over to my grandma's place, I would watch that, and I do remember being a little kid and making capes.
Cool.
And then I would also do Zorro with McDonald's drink lids and a straw. I would do Zorro that way.
Yeah, people forget how good Richard Pryor was as an actor, aside from being a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman 3. He was the best part of Superman 3. He might have been the
so
only good
good.
thing in Superman 3.
He was so convincingly fumbling his way through that movie. You just like you were fully on board. You're like, this guy is fucking clueless.
Yeah.
And you see him do routines about smoking crack with hookers in the alley and shit, and you're like, is that the same fucking guy?
Yeah.
That's where Cat Williams got it.
Oh. What other shenanigans do you want us to get up to, folks?
Got one more.
We got time for one more. This went
Yeah.
really quick.
It did.
It was painfully slow at first.
The Andromeda Strain was your favorite movie as a kid? It's not a bad one.
Yeah.
My favorite movie as a kid was definitely Ferris Bueller's Day Off, though. I'll tell you that much. Lumi, have you ever seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Mine was Empire Strikes Back.
Empire
Not
was
a
really
big
good.
Stalker.
That was dark. That's a
Maybe
dark choice, Larry.
If Lumi watches Ferris Bueller's Day Off, she will get at least 60% more of the references that Adam and I make.
I'm good.
It is a very quotable movie.
I mean, we call his friend Abe Froman.
Yeah. The Sausage King of Chicago?
Yeah, the Sausage King. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Half the fucking conversations Adam and I have on a regular basis include a vast majority of Ferris Bueller references.
Oh,
Last
Friction.
American Bird.
Friction, don't be sad. You can't be sad on Rex Manning Day.
That's right.
That movie was fucking awesome, too.
That was great.
That movie had an amazing soundtrack.
Fuck yes, it did.
What was your first binge watching experience?
First binge watch. I grew up in an age when there wasn't a binge, when you couldn't binge watch shit.
I actually kind of miss those days.
My first binge watching experience was when DVDs were first starting to become a thing. Like, as the PlayStation 2 was starting to take off and DVDs were something you could watch at home more easily. And when I was in college, one of my first roommates had the entire Dragon Ball collection on DVD.
Yes.
Nice.
I did do that. I did do that.
It melted into fucking puddles so stoned we couldn't giggle and then just start it because he had one of those 5 DVD players. So we would put 5 DVDs worth of 20-minute Dragon Ball episodes in and just start that fucker and melt into a giggling puddle of stupidity for hours. Excellent binge watching. If anyone is looking for something to sit down and giggle through mindlessly, Dragon Ball episodes are 20 minutes long and they will make you fucking laugh the whole way through.
I remember the thing that kicked off my binge watching experience, because shortly after is when Harry Potter and stuff came. But when I first discovered it, my friend came over with the Spartacus DVD seasons. And I watched through all of Spartacus and I was like, whoa, this is cool. So then it started off with me doing Game of Thrones. I got to catch up on the first 2 seasons of that before I actually caught up. So I binge watched the 2 seasons, watched all the Lord of the Ring movies in one go because I'd never seen those. But Spartacus started it all. It was when I realized I could just sit down and spend the whole day watching TV.
The first thing I remember watching for like months at a time, because I had to get through it all, because my friend showed me a fight that took place at the end of it, and I didn't realize that. And I got online and I ordered the entire season, and it was like freaking, how many DVDs was it? It was an immense number of DVDs. Naruto. I watched all of Naruto, and it took me months. And that's the first time I remember ever sitting down and watching something for months just to get to that something that took place at the very end. I'm like, where the fuck is this fight? Because that fight was fucking amazing.
Oh, the Sasuke Naruto fight.
Yeah, on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what the
God,
fuck?
I forgot about Kung Fu Theater. Barbarella. Jane Fonda. God.
Surprisingly enough, as a kid, well, not as a kid, as a teenager, I actually went to the movies a lot. I just don't remember any of them because it was more of a, hey, it's within walking distance of our school. So on Fridays, we'd all walk from school down to the plaza with the movie theaters. And we'd just watch movies, but the whole time we'd be just dicking around doing stupid shit instead of watching the movie. Like, I believe I saw one of the 0007 movies, I think 4 times. I don't remember which one it was.
0007.
No, that's 3 zeros.
That's
Whatever
3
that-
zeros.
Whatever 7.
Deadlier than ever.
I don't remember.
was-
That's just proof I was dicking around the whole time and I seen it 4 times.
Oh, Kristen, you just binge watch Buffy? Have you binge watched Angel? Then you get to see what happens after Buffy ends, because it goes for another season after Buffy ended. Anyway, Gizzard wants to know what is the most bizarre thing you have done alone. I believe that's a good way to get out of here. We'll go around the room, and you can say what the most bizarre thing you've done alone, and then we will make way for Tommy. Tommy Entertainment. So let's start with Larry. Got to pick on you, bud.
I know. Gotta say, trying to build a high-powered laser.
Ooh.
MacGyver style, though.
So you were like trying to hype up a little pen laser?
Yeah.
Ivana was curious about that when she said,
Laser pointer, what?
Laser pointer? High-powered laser pointer?
Blue knows what that word means.
Mm.
She likes the light.
Oh yeah. So does Miss Vana. And Larry, where could people find you if they felt like finding you?
Felt like finding me. Usually causing shenanigans on Lumi streams. Occasionally, I'll pop in here when work allows.
Very nice. Thank you, Larry. And Rin, what's the most unusual thing you've ever done alone?
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is I pretend I'm being interviewed and I talk to myself. I don't know how weird that is.
That could be strange.
Yeah, I mean, talking to yourself is kind of weird. To
And
really
where
not
could-
have to think about it.
And where could people find you if they were looking for you, Rin?
Mix and Vixens every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then occasionally on my own channel.
Thank you, Rin. Let's go to Toonie. Toonie, what's the most unusual thing you've ever done alone?
I don't know. I've done some crazy, stupid shit by myself, but I think the most unusual thing, and I was 6 years old, and I wanted to take my dad's Milwaukee power drill apart to see how it worked. Man, he was mad.
I bet.
But he made me keep working on it until I got that damn thing back together.
Thus was born your love.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of guys do that because I know my dad used to do that. They wanted to see what's inside and how it works.
There's an innate draw to it. Like, I want to know how that works.
Yeah.
So, where can people find you, Toonie, if they were looking for you?
Yeah, with my brother, Freshy D, because I love him.
I love you too, brother. That's right. Addy Toonie, here, hanging out with us. And now that he's retired, he's got no excuses. We get to have Toonie all the time, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm really happy for you, brother.
Let's
My
get him on Tuesday's eye contact. Let's go.
Tuesdays for icon. Toonie's just gonna leaning as hard back out of there as he can when we start whispering into our microphones.
Or he's gonna get really, really into it, and then he's gonna be whispering into his microphone.
You know, I got a little hint of that Brian was back there for a second, Lumi. That close whispering in the microphones.
It's not gonna be too often.
But yeah, my first week was glorious. I'm rejuvenated. It feels good.
Feels good to be a free man. Eddie is a free house elf, everybody. He got his walking sock. Most unusual thing I did by myself. I mean, I had a little Nerf hoop, like a little Nerf basketball hoop, and I would spend hours playing out different games and NBA games and
McAdoo.
But yeah, oh dude, I like hours though. Not like this was just every once in a while. I would spend hours just nailing jump shots from all over my room.
Like the Ernie D moment.
Yeah. And I would actually play out different basketball scenarios that I had seen on TV, trying to see if I could do the same thing on my Nerf hoop. So, I would play entire games. Yeah, I
Globetrotters off the trampoline.
I didn't have a trampoline. I was just shooting from around my room. Man, was I good. I was good on that Nerf hoop. I was also good on a regular hoop too, but that kind of came a little later. A little later. Not by much though, because I had that Nerf hoop. I was just a basketball fiend. Should have been in there jerking off thinking about girls. I was busy thinking about basketball plays. But anyway, that's about. I mean, trying to think of unusual things I've done by myself. Sitting in front of a camera, talking to people, YouTube. That's kind of
regular now.
It's kind of weird. Thanks, Remy Johnson. Anyway, yeah, and you can find me here on my own channel. I'm also on Mondays on Wendy Vapes. Wednesdays, I am on the Golf Tea Vapes Vaping Vlog show. Thursdays, I am a guest on the Punchy Kicky I'm No Joe podcast. The I'm No Joe podcast is a ton of fun. If anybody hasn't checked it out yet, I really think you would enjoy it if you like punchy kicky things, because we talk some wild trash. Last night's show was a lot of fun, by the way, Meter.
Last night was awesome.
Yeah. I was so exhausted at the end of it, but I was holding on to the end because that was a blast.
See, and that's the thing that people don't realize is that you guys think you get peak fresh here on Fresh's channel. No. You want to see perfection fresh, just piece de resistance fresh? Come over and hang out Thursday nights on the I'm No Joe channel when we get closer to 11:30 midnight Central Time, and it's just beyond too late for fresh, and you get the half out of it, translucent, semi apparently with it once in a while. Ha fresh. It's way more fun.
Most adorable thing in the world. You thought Baby Yoda was cute? Catch fresh, half asleep.
So Meter, I'm gonna throw it to you because we got to save the birthday girl for last. So, the weirdest thing you've done by yourself, man.
So, the weirdest thing that I can say on the internet without getting charges pressed on me would probably have to be back when the internet and social media really became a thing, and I had a allegedly channel devoted to my other hobby that is also somewhat vaporization sometimes things, and it grew to quite a substantial thing, and then trolls became a real thing on social media, and I had a couple who would literally start making like mock videos of me, and at one point I would literally spend hours just literally Googling myself and like social media stalking myself just to see how many of the troll accounts and the troll mock videos and shit were out there, like to an unhealthy degree.
I could see
it got weird. Like when I was creeping myself out to the extent that I was looking for them, I knew it was becoming an issue. People can get weird, and I'm weird.
That's a rabbit hole right there.
Yeah.
And since we got that, can we get the best outros in the game?
Absolutely. So, for those of you who are unaware, one of the cornerstones of all of our live show productions are the amazing songs brought to us by the one and only Al Green of South Chicago himself, Mr. Adam Pilarchik. So to give him his due credit and all praise be him, the links I just dropped will take you to his band, Eddie and the Arsons website, where you can get all of their music and their new album that they just dropped, marked as safe. Links to all platforms so you can find and help support our favorite vocals. Because the other place that you can find me most of the time is Thursday nights, like Fresh mentioned, doing all things punchy kicky on the I'm No Joe podcast, your home for all things combat sports. But one of the issues we have with that show is there's a company in Brazil who has taken it upon themselves to copyright strike just about anyone who uses almost any of Adam's amazing songs. So we want to get Adam the support he needs despite these people opposing him. So come check out the I'm No Joe show, where we make a point to give as much Adam play as we can. Give Adam's links some love. But the thing that ties together is that this show, where we get a chance to give Adam the praise, is brought to us by the life-saving technology that is vaping. So if you're watching this show, in one way or another, your life has been brought to a better position through the technology of vaping. Whether you vape, whether someone you love vapes, if you're here, vaping has helped impact your life in a positive method. That means it is now your responsibility to do something, not necessarily everything, but something to help keep this technology alive so that people in the future get the benefit that we all get. So we have no choice. At this point, if we do not band together, we will all be banned together.
And last but not least, birthday girl. I've been really, really interested in what this answer is going to be. What is the weirdest thing you've done by yourself?
I've been racking my brain around this, but let's be honest, every moment of every day that I am alone is completely outrageous. From flinging my tits about to flopping other things to anything really that I can flop on my body, it gets flopped. Like, things just happen. But I guess I'll just start from the beginning when this all started. I used to be a very loved of tree climbing persons. And so what I would do is, because I could never get one of these little devices that I've always wanted, it all started when I found a tree that I could climb up, and there was 2 limbs on it that were fairly weak. So this is what started it all. I couldn't get one of those little skiing bikes that I always loved, so I would climb up into a tree and just put my weight from one branch to the other, so I'd have my own little workout elliptical. And that is what started Lumi crafting her own shit.
Ellipticaling in a tree.
Yep.
Ingenious.
I like it.
Ingenious. And Lumi, if people were looking for you on your birthday tomorrow, what would you possibly be doing, and where could they find you?
Alright, so tomorrow it's kind of jam-packed. I don't even know where I'm going to be, what I'm doing. I do know, if Rin and Larry are up to it, we're going to be playing some Call of Duty on Twitch tonight. Possibly even golfing with friends, because that's an option that Meter can play. So if Meter wants to do that, we could do that. So you can catch us on Twitch. If you're looking for skulls or braids on Discord or Facebook or Instagram, you could message me there. If you need help with DIY, or you're just feeling down and you need somebody to talk to, message me there. And I will show these bad boys off one more time. If you guys are curious what's available right now, haven't even been released yet, this is them.
I thought she was talking about her boobs, because it
That's
started
what I
going down there.
She's gonna jam her camera in her boot. I mean, it's your birthday, Lumi. Go for it.
Did I
Show these
really
bad
have
boys off one more time.
Did I really have my boobs in the camera?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going in that direction.
Oh no. Now I'm a whore. I already was a whore, never mind.
It gained everyone's attention. It worked.
Everybody still here is like, hey, what's going on? Did you say Call of Booty?
That got a few thumbs up.
Anywho, those are available. Haven't even actually officially been released. But once I sell those, I get to buy my next batch of resin and keep going, because I'm out. If you guys want custom orders, those are on hold until these guys go.
So there you go.
Oh, you can find me. I'm here. Thanks for having me. Thanks everybody for being here. Honestly, days like today and tomorrow, being alive and existent, it wouldn't be worth it if I didn't have you guys to hang out with, because you guys are my friends and family. So gotta love this
Lumi,
life.
Happy birthday.
We love you,
Gotta love this
Lumi.
life-saving technology that brought us all together.
All right. And so, everybody, as we get on out of here, once again making way for Tommy V Entertainment. Go check him out if you can. He's an awesome guy. He does great shows. Really, really funny dude. Does giveaways. Sometimes. You just gotta hang out. Go check him out if you get a chance. I believe we owe Lumi a joint song on the way out of here. So rather than stewing our way out of here, we need to happy birthday our way out of here. So, on the count of 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearest Lube.
Dogs are crying everywhere. Happy birthday
Happy birthday
to you.
to